Hey guys, it is Emma again, and I am back again. I'm sorry, it's been a few days, but I wanted to touch on something that has been heavy on my mind. I think I haven't really realized in the past few years until a few days ago that I still hate myself. And that's kind of a heavy statement, but and I know you guys haven't known me for that long, like literally less than a month, if you guys have been watching for the whole time. But a few years ago, I really, really hated myself. And it wasn't in a normal, like, teenage insecure way, and that's something I could get into another time. But I made it out of a really dark place a couple years ago. I've told you guys I made my way to where I am living now, and I'm a lot happier. But part of that process from getting there to here was kind of setting aside those feelings and sort of pushing them away and pushing them down so that I could focus and rebuild my life. What I failed to realize was that I was kind of repressing, like just kind of keeping all of those emotions that I still had away. And as I began to, I guess, gain some self-love, that was the point in time where I had never had been hated on so much in my life. And I feel like when I was at the peak of hating myself, yes, I had people say things to me, but it was nothing like when I actually was succeeding in my life. I think sometimes it's hard for me to understand that everybody doesn't like something about themselves and they always struggle with comparison or just fully accepting themselves. And my greatest struggle recently has been comparison. I think the past couple years I didn't really have friends, and therefore I didn't really have anyone to compare myself to. And now that I do, I guess I notice things. I guess I want to see if anybody else does this. I have two different sets of kinds of people that are in my life, and one side is some people that are so insecure about themselves that they can't recognize like anything different or anyone else feeling that way around them, and the other side is people that can't relate to hating themselves because they have accepted themselves and they enjoy who they are. And I guess in my life I find myself in the middle because nobody really ever would listen if I expressed the way that I feel, because I'm always the one offering support, and then on the other hand, people that would listen wouldn't understand. And so also, ignore the pimple patch. I've been trying to get rid of this thing for like literally 3 days. But yeah, sometimes I just feel very alone, and I feel like I'm never gonna find support or be able to accept myself. And no matter how many times my boyfriend or just whatever, or even you guys say nice things to me, it's hard for me to fully like understand like that I'm okay as a person, including my appearance. All I'm going to say is I did not always look the way that I do now, and I'm still not okay with how I look now, but I went through a very dangerous path to get where I am now, and there's things that I would and wouldn't change. But I think one thing that I will always suggest to you guys if you are struggling with this is don't run away from it, don't push it away, rather fight it and work for yourself, and don't let it pile up in yourself until you can't control it anymore. Because the fact is, when you have amazing people come into your life, if you can't love yourself, you can't fully love them either, and it just makes everything so much harder. I know I'm never gonna fully love myself, and I don't think most people won't, and I think that that's okay, but I would hope that through me telling you guys this, I can kind of understand it myself. But if you recognize that you are having some sort of hatred, self-hatred, just in a way that isn't normal, and it's not just insecurities, do something. Like, get some sort of help or work on yourself, because it can grow into something much worse than you could ever imagine. And I will always say this, that includes me. I am happy to help. I am always open for you guys to text me on Instagram. I made it so that you guys can send me DM requests if I haven't followed you back. You can always let me know in the comments as well if I haven't seen your request. But I am always open for people to talk to me if they are going through something and need advice or just need somebody to listen. You guys can always let me know. But yeah, just remember that even if it doesn't seem like it and you don't hear it like verbally from people, there's always somebody out there that sees some sort of beauty in you that you can't see yourself, and it'll come to you. It'll come to you and you'll recognize it and you will hear it from somebody. It just takes patience and it takes working on yourself. But yeah, I guess what I want to finish up saying is that you're not alone. I am going through this too, and we will work on it together and we will get through it. It doesn't matter your age or your gender, everybody goes through it. It's completely normal, and especially if you're around my age, it happens. We all have different levels of pain when it comes to the subject, but it is universal. I wish all of you guys the best in your journey through this and self-love, and I will talk to you guys soon.